Alright, I'm going to go over a couple things in this video. I'm going to go over your guns, how to keep them in good condition, what different kinds of ammo looks like, and also how to get guns off of your horse. So first thing, as you can tell, you have two sidearms after you unlock the additional holster. So you come with that holster that's to your right side right there, and then you can unlock that holster in front, and once you do that, you've got an additional sidearm. You can of course pull out just one like that, or you can go to here and pull out both of them and shoot them both like that. You have a sidearm on the left hand, a long arm, and it says a long arm shoulder, long arm back. If you look in the middle of the wheel, basically you can have two long arms on your back. And to select which gun is going to be on your character, you go up to your horse like this. You can either face towards your horse, or get on your horse. It doesn't matter, but you need to be facing towards your horse at least. And once you do that, you can see that when you go over to each section, you've got R2 and L2 as an option. What that's doing is that's basically replacing that position of your wheel, like it's replacing the 9 o'clock position with a different gun. So I'm going to replace the varmint rifle with a pump action shotgun, and now when I walk away from my horse, I have the pump action shotgun at 9 o'clock. I currently have the bolt action at 6 o'clock. I can go back to my horse, I can go over down to 6 o'clock, put the, I don't know, Lancaster repeater in that position, and now when I walk away from my horse, I've got the Lancaster in 6 o'clock position. Same thing with the sidearms. You go to your horse, and same thing applies if you get on the horse. Again, you can cycle through different sidearms, and yeah, that's how you pick which gun is on your character versus what's on your horse. So I've got the pump action and a Lancaster here. We'll go over each different kinds of guns real quick. Of course, shotguns there's different kinds of shotguns. There's a semi-auto, pump action. You've also got sawn-offs, which are right here. These are the ones that you can carry as a sidearm. Only thing about sawn-offs is they only hold two. As you can look at the top right hand corner, you've only got two loaded, and then you need to reload. So I suggest going for a long shotgun like a pump action, because they typically can hold more. You can look at the top right hand corner, 5. I've got 5 until I need to reload. So that's an advantage. You've got shotguns we just talked about. You've got revolvers. The best revolver is a Navy, which is this one right here, Navy revolver. I highly suggest it. You've got repeaters. Repeaters are long arms it's a kind of rifle that fires really fast. Sacrifices range a little bit. It's not quite as good of a range as some other rifles, but yeah, you've got different kinds of repeaters. Got a carbine repeater you can buy. You can buy a Lancaster repeater, which I've got here. You can buy a Litchfield repeater. I suggest a Lancaster repeater. It's probably the best repeater, and like I said, repeaters are good for how fast they can shoot. You can see right here the fire rate. Sorry, that's not a good example. Here we go. Pretty fast fire rate. And also, of course, don't forget, my horse ran away because it's scared of the gunshots. Don't forget, look at the top right hand corner. 14 rounds before you need to reload, which is really good. Typical rifles are like the bolt action. This is different from a repeater in that rifles like bolt action rifles, they can only hold about 5 shots till you need to reload. And also another problem with them is the slow fire rate. that fire rate's actually pretty slow. So it may seem like my character is doing a pretty good job of chambering the next round, but it's still not as fast as a repeater. So repeaters are faster, but the thing about rifles is the range. They can reach pretty far. You've also got another rifle, is the Carcano rifle. It is a kind of sniper rifle. It's scoped only. There is no aiming without a scope. But they are the furthest range. I could probably kill someone at this range, to be honest with you. I could probably kill someone in that town. I could kill that player right there, for sure. So anyways, just the different kinds of guns. Next thing we'll talk about is what it's like to be aware of the condition of each gun. You can see in the top, you can see at the bottom of the stats of the gun. You got damage, range, fire rate, reload, accuracy, and then you've got condition. And you can see this gun is about, out of the 4 bars, this gun has depleted one of the bars of condition, which is not good. You definitely want to have the guns as pretty close to full condition as possible, and full condition means having the gun all the way to the top of the condition stat. So in order to maintain a gun, you just simply highlight it and click the middle control stick. The right control stick. You click it down, the right control stick, just click it down, and you pull the gun out like that. You can also see in the bottom left hand corner a better indication of what the condition does. The fact that the condition is down to almost depleting one of the bars has caused the damage, fire rate, and reload to be negatively affected. You can see the red indicating there's a negative effect. And basically, to restore the gun back to full condition, you hit clean, which is the square in the bottom right hand corner, and your character starts cleaning it. You can see it uses one gun oil, and basically now I have 1 less gun oil. You need to have gun oil on you in order to clean. It's a necessary resource. Gun oil is I'm just showing you what it looks like. It's it's one of the materials in here. It should be one of the materials. Or maybe it's in my kit. There it is right there. You can see gun oil. It looks like that. You don't have to actually go into the kit to get it. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. You need to buy it from general stores or your catalog. But as long as you have gun oil with you, you can maintain any gun. I'll do the same thing to this gun. This is my other sidearm. And it uses, you can tell, it uses one of my gun oils. So I should have 38 gun oils now. So I've depleted one of my gun oils, or used one of my gun oils. I'll maintain the shotgun, same thing. Clean it. You can see all the stats are being replenished and going all the way back to where they were, which is good. And basically there you go, and then the gun's maintained until you fire it. The more you fire it, the more the condition stat's gonna go down. Same thing going into water. Water will deplete the condition stat a lot, so try to avoid going into water. If you absolutely need to go into water, what I do is I go to my horse and I cycle over to the saddle icon. And when you cycle over to the saddle icon, it means that you've put all the long guns on your horse. So I've got no long guns on my back, so I'm not carrying any guns with me right now except for my sidearms. Unfortunately, you can't put all your sidearms up, so that's something to be aware of. But anyways, I also want to talk about, last thing I want to talk about is the different kinds of ammo. You can see every kind of gun. You can see where I'm cycling through here with the left and right arrow buttons. I'm cycling through ammo. You've got, this is a revolver, I've got regular revolver ammo. I've got high velocity ammo, which is gives you better range. You can see the difference there, and better damage. I've got split point ammo, which really, over the regular split point versus regular split point's more about increasing the damage and accuracy. It looks like accuracy goes up too. And then express is about damage, not really so much the the range, it just gives you better damage. And explosive, you can only hold 10. You can see you can hold much less explosives, but it's the best damage. Does a lot of damage. It's good for PvP, player versus player. You can take out other players much more easily. I really wouldn't use it for anything else except for PvP. Same thing with the shotgun. You've got different kinds of let's go with the shotgun. Shotgun, you've got shells. You can hold 120 shells. You've got slugs. You can hold 60 of those. I have 52 out of 60. I fired a couple recently. And you can hold incendiary shells. You can hold 14 of those, and you can hold explosive slugs. And explosive slugs do the most damage, as you can tell. Probably the most damage of any gun in the game. If you hit someone with an explosive shell, they're pretty much going to die. Even if they're a high level player. But you can only hold 10 of them, as you can tell. Explosive slug, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say shell. Explosive slug. You're going to pretty much take anybody down, but you can only hold 10. You can hold 14 incendiaries, which is good also. You can, of course, cycle through the different rifle ammo. You've got, just like the revolver, regular, high velocity, split point, express, and explosives. And the same thing with your repeaters. If you go to a repeater, like the Lancaster repeater here, same thing. Regular, high velocity, split point, express, and explosives. So you've got 4 different types of guns, essentially. Well, actually, there's 5. There's also pistols. I don't carry pistols, but so really you got 5. You've got pistols. They have all their different ammo. Regular, high velocity, split point, express, explosives. You've got revolvers with all their different kinds of ammo. You've got repeaters with all their different kinds of ammo. You've got shotguns with all their different types of ammo, and you've got rifles with all their different types of ammo. One more thing to be aware of is anytime you switch to different kinds of ammo, you need to load it, so you have to be aware of the fact that your character is going to load the ammo. So just be aware of that. For example, if I switch over to regular ammo for my revolver, my character is going to have to load the ammo in there like that, as you can tell. Or if I wanted to switch back to express, my character is going to have to load that in there. Same thing with the rifle. If I wanted to switch to high velocity, my character is going to have to load it in there. And then probably the worst is the repeaters, which hold 14 rounds, so I'm going to have to load 14 rounds in here like that. Just because I cycled to the different type of ammo. So just be aware of that. And that's pretty much it. That's the different kinds of ammo and how to maintain your gun and how guns work in terms of getting guns off of your horse. And there we go.